China is one of the few places in the world where tradition and modernity exist side by side. In cities like Shanghai and Beijing, it's common to see kids with the latest smartphones while still enjoying outdoor games that have been played for centuries. But what makes China unique is that these traditional games aren't just for children. They're enjoyed by young adults and even the elderly. Parks across the country are filled with people of all ages, playing classic games, keeping traditions alive. Let's take a closer look at some of the most popular traditional games and outdoor activities in China. Shadow puppetry is an ancient form of storytelling that dates back to the Han Dynasty, over 2,000 years ago. The performance involves two-dimensional puppets made of paper, leather, or cotton placed behind a thin screen. A light source casts shadows onto the screen, while puppeteers manipulate the figures, bringing stories to life. These performances are often accompanied by narration or singing. According to legend, the art form began when a minister in the Han Dynasty saw children playing with dolls and noticed the shadows they cast on the floor. Inspired by this, he crafted a cotton puppet resembling the emperor's favorite concubine. He used the puppet's shadow to perform for the grieving emperor, and from that moment, shadow puppetry was born. The tradition grew in popularity, especially during the Song Dynasty, when shadow plays became a common form of entertainment during festivals. By the Ming Dynasty, there were more than 50 shadow puppet troupes in Beijing alone. Performances often depicted historical events, legendary battles, or Buddhist teachings. Originally, puppets were made of paper, but later they were crafted from leather, giving rise to the name Piyingxi, meaning leather shadow play. Unlike modern shadow plays, Chinese shadow puppetry retains some color, giving the figures a unique silhouette effect on the screen. Though this ancient art has survived for centuries, it now faces decline as modern entertainment takes over. However, efforts continue to preserve this beautiful tradition. The rattle drum is one of China's oldest toys, dating back to the Warring States period, over 2,400 years ago. Initially used as a percussion instrument, it gained popularity as a children's toy during the Song Dynasty. The drum consists of a small double-sided frame with a handle, with wooden balls or pellets attached by strings. When the handle is swayed, the balls strike the drum, producing a rhythmic rattling sound. Street vendors across East Asia used rattle drums as noisemakers to attract customers. The loud, rhythmic beats combined with their energetic voices helped them draw attention, literally drumming up business. Even today, these drums can still be found at temple fairs and traditional markets. Jianzi, or Chinese shuttlecock, is a game that has been played for over 2,000 years. The goal is simple: keep the shuttlecock in the air using only your feet. While it may seem easy, skilled players use a variety of techniques, from basic kicks to acrobatic moves and powerful overhead strikes. There are two main ways to play. In casual settings, groups of 5 to 10 people form a circle and pass the shuttlecock around. In competitive play, 2 individuals or teams face off in a sport similar to badminton, but using kicks instead of rackets. This version, called jianqiu, is played on a court divided by a net. Legend has it that Jianzi evolved from an ancient Han Dynasty game called kuju, an early form of soccer. Today, it has spread beyond China and is gaining popularity worldwide. The Chinese yo-yo, known as dou kongzhu, is a toy that dates back to the Ming Dynasty. It consists of 2 equally sized discs connected by a central axle, which spins on a string held between 2 sticks. Unlike the Western yo-yo, this version is not attached to the string, allowing for a greater variety of tricks, including tossing and passing between players. One unique feature of the traditional Chinese yo-yo is the sound it makes when spun. Air passes through the discs, creating a humming or whistling noise, earning it the nickname wind bell or empty bell. Originally made of bamboo or wood, modern versions are often plastic. Today, Chinese yo-yo performances remain a common sight at festivals, especially in northern China during the spring season. Tiao Pijin, or Chinese jump rope, is a game that requires at least 3 players. Two players hold a long rubber band stretched between their legs, while a third player jumps in and out, following a series of moves. The difficulty increases as the band is raised from ankle height to the waist and even to the chest. Many jump patterns have their own songs, sung as players complete their moves. If the rope becomes too high, players can either use their hands to complete the pattern or stop the game. This game is believed to have originated during the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century. In the 1960s, it gained popularity worldwide, with different names like Gummy Twist in Germany and Elastics in England. Chinese kites, known as jiwan in the north and yaozi in the south, are both traditional handicrafts and children's toys. The most famous kite-making centers are in Beijing, Weifang, and Tianjin. Kites were originally designed as military tools. According to history, the philosopher Mozi first conceived the idea of using kites to spy on enemy movements. However, it wasn't until the Chuhan War in 200 BCE that they were used strategically. Legend tells of General Zhang Liang ordering large kites with children sitting on them, playing flutes. The melodies tricked enemy soldiers into thinking their families were calling them home, causing them to flee. During the Tang Dynasty, kites became an art form and were associated with spring festivals. Even today, flying kites is believed to bring good fortune, health, and prosperity. Despite the rise of modern technology, these traditional games and activities continue to be part of daily life in China. From shadow puppetry to kite flying, these cultural treasures connect people across generations, preserving history while bringing joy and excitement to the present. For more details on this topic, check out the corresponding article on our website. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.